perfecting a chicken, these things come in pretty beat up. You can see how the skin's already torn away from this breast, which isn't really what you want at all, so we want to be careful with that. When you're trussing an animal like this, what you need to do is get inside and get this fat out of there first. And there's a container of fat in the cooler already. We're going to save it all, we'll chop it up, and we'll render it a little bit. Okay? If you see giant chunks of fat on the bottom of the breast, you can remove that, so you don't really have to. That's fine. If you're going to truss, have you guys seen a truss chicken yet?
No.
Okay. So, remember how I dislocated the legs before I fabricated it? Really, really important that you dislocate the legs before you truss it. The reason is that what we're going to be doing when we truss this thing is we're going to elevate the breast and we're going to basically get the legs underneath the breast like this. But the only way we can do that is if those things have been dislocated. And I mean, like, look for it. You see how that just came out? That tip of bone? You want to see that. You want to see the ball socket of the thigh coming out. So look for that. Okay, next. Some people will advise you to cut off the wingtips. I don't really care, but to make your life easy, you can cut those wingtips right off. That way you don't have to tuck them back in. Hang on to the wingtips. They make really good richness in sauce. You wouldn't want to throw them away. Okay, so do not cut the tail off. That's the tail right there. Leave the tail on. Here's why. You take your piece of string. This thing isn't going to escape from you, right? Once you get it on the board, it's not going anywhere. But it can be hard to truss it with all these moving pieces. It's also why I like to make sure it's nice and dry, so it's not sliding over the board when I'm trying to do this. What we're going to do is take this piece of twine, this might be a little short, and we're going to basically tie it around the tail. Next, put it under the wings, under the legs, just like that. You see how it's under both legs? And all I'm going to do is take one and just cross them. Okay, so all I did was just cross. Switch hands. See how that is? Now this is the part that tends to confuse people. The one that's in the back, in my left hand, I'm going to come forward, see what's coming up and over, and I'm just going to come around that leg. So, it's in the back, around that leg. You see how it makes a nice little loop? And then with the other one, same thing. Around the left leg, around the right leg. And what I'm going to do at that point is slowly pull them together, and I'm going to choose one of them to be on the top. It doesn't matter which one. But you want them one on top of the other like that. And then to make my life easy again, so it's not like I'm trying to figure out how to do this, I'm going to take the twine and wrap around both and tie. Now, this isn't going anywhere. I can be doing this, moving it around, and it's staying still. That's what you want. Again, what makes trussing the chicken challenging is when the legs start to escape from you, or the wings do. Now again, this is a little short. I'm going to try to do it with this. But what you're going to do, you want to have the string going across the knee, which is right here. So ultimately, when we're finished, that's kind of what we want. What I'm going to do is flip it over on the breast at this point. And I'm going to try to do this backwards so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm coming, basically, here's the shoulders, coming up over the shoulders. So the shoulders are right here. Under the neck, under the shoulders, just like that. Now again, you want to make this longer. It's way easier to do if it's longer. But, so again, I've just come forward. Find the shoulder, and make sure it's underneath like that. Next, before you make your tie, this is really important, and in garde manger it's as important. It's what I call a German knot. Basically, what I'm going to do is take this one and go around once, nothing like, just like you're tying your shoes, around once, and I'm going to go around a second time. Okay, and the reason is this. You created a friction knot. So as I pull this and shape it, it's not moving around. It'll slide out slowly, but the point is I don't need you to hang on to this while I'm trying to figure out how to tie it. So, again, once you get up here, it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, around once, twice, and now you've got your knot. And what I'll do is just kind of put it there, and I'm going to flip it back over on its back. What I'm looking for is to make sure that this is kind of down, these strings are down across the knees, and that the wings are tucked up in that environment somewhere too. And all I'm going to do is very slowly start to pull. Again, we said we wanted the breast under or on top of the leg, so we're going to bring the breast up a little bit. Sometimes the breast will not stay up, and that's okay.
Is it okay to have air pockets like that?
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna get back to that, so you can just smooth it away. lift up the skin from this side, that'll come right out. And actually, if you want the skin to be really, really crispy, it's not a bad idea to get some air in there, because that allows hot air to cook on the inside. And what you can do is, once you're here, we've trussed this thing, you can finish your tie. What I usually do is, you see how I'm pulling it through just like you normally would, right? Pulling this through. I won't pull it all the way through, I'll just tie like that, because now I can untie it by just doing this. But this is when you go back and take a look and you make sure, okay, is it all in the right place? If you see that this is kind of sliding up the legs, you can move that twine back down. If you see that the wings aren't in, you can tuck it back in. It's not a big deal. But you want this nice, compact animal. Why do you truss a chicken in the first place? 2 reasons. Cooking evenly is the most important thing. What else? Shape, right, presentation, shape, beautiful. So, there's your trussed chicken. We're going to poêle this guy. We're going to need to get moving on it. It's about 5 after 3. We want to get these guys trussed and in the oven as quick as we can. So let's be sure that we're looking at our recipe and seeing what else we need to do. What else do we need to do?